Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
Two, one, boom.
One of these screens. Look like Meek Mill got the call. Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
I'm eating. Good afternoon, Hoteps. Welcome to the Grift Report live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, the Grift God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat. Hotep to the Hotepistanis.
Hotep.
You know, random thought that popped in my head just now. It's a random thought that always goes through my head, but somebody once said, why would I call it Hotepistan instead of Hotepia? Hotepia sounds cool, whatever, right? But to me, that was more of a cultural bias. Like a white man would say some shit like that. Oh, why'd you call it Hotepistan? It should have called it Hotepia. And I understand why, but it's really a subconscious response. It's really like a white man subconscious response where if you don't catch yourself, you'll say something really subjective. So he says Hotepia because obviously it sounds more Greek, where Hotepistan sounds more Muslim. These are some of the things we have ingrained in ourselves that we just can't seem to leave alone. Strong Dad says Hotepia sounds gay as fuck. Yeah. And we know Greece was gay as fuck. People are finding out now. There's that Alexander the Great documentary online. People are now finding out about that. I thought that was common knowledge, that the Greeks were gay. The Greeks were gay. Jabari said, did Meek Mill and Stephen A. get new orders? Renee Vogel says, Hotepia sounds very feminine. I agree. Nerd Nash in the chat, Hotep Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday, y'all. Protocol, what up, man? Y'all get y'all tickets to the Grifties? Grifties.com. Tomorrow, will mark 1 month away. March 9th. It goes up. It's official. Grifties. Coming soon. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Okay. So yeah, Unc gonna be there. Cannon gonna be there. Alex Stein, Primetime 99 gonna be there. It's gonna be lit. Make sure y'all come. We got Sonny Johnson coming through. It's gonna be lit. We got a lot of great writers involved as well. So looking forward to that. All right, without further ado, it seems like everybody getting a call. So I might as well start here while I'm eating. Let's go ahead and listen to this so I can enjoy my lunch. Hold on a second. Just see it on your screen right now. Let's take a listen. Stephen A. Smith has some criticisms for the Biden administration. Let's take a listen.
So you can pick and choose. What it came down to for me is this. I see homeless folks in the streets of New York all the time that are American citizens. I damn sure see them in California. We've got poor, impoverished, starving people who were born and raised in this nation. How in the hell do we come up with a $53 million pilot program for illegals, but folks who are here legally are born here, we don't have enough of them? Just like we could come up with billions for Ukraine, but somehow, some way, we can't fix the homeless problem. I'm down for helping Israel. I'm down for helping address the situations with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, okay? I'm down for helping the Ukrainians and fighting off Russia. What about poor and desolate citizens here? How the hell do you print money for foreign countries, but you don't print that money to help eradicate folks that are starving right here in the streets of America who were born and raised here? This is what I'm talking about. And so when you have something like that, what's the one way to eradicate it? Yes, you got to have a flourishing economy. Yes, you can't have inflation. Yes, you can't be on the verge of a recession. Milk don't need to cost $7. Bread don't need to cost $5. Don't get me started with how much sugar costs. You can talk about employment all you want to. You can talk about the labor participation rate. But guess what? If you ain't making no damn money and you got to get two jobs to pay the same prices or to buy the same amount of stuff that you used to buy and the price is higher than it used to be because of inflation, then guess what? What are you really accomplishing? That's why Trump is on the verge of getting elected, reelected. Because when he was in office, there was a flourishing economy. There was a whole bunch of other problems. And I personally think his return to the presidency is going to be civil war in this country because he's going to be desensitized to bringing anybody together because he's going to be on a revenge tour to get back at everybody who went against him. And I think it could be the worst possible thing for the country. But I can't blame 50 Cent, for example, when he sits up there and he's tweeting, Eric Adams, I need you to explain this to me. What the hell is going on? Maybe we should consider Trump. When he says something like that, like you can see right here, what he's saying when he said it on his social media pages, I can't blame 50 Cent for that. You want to sit up there and excoriate Ice Cube now when he didn't pick sides in 2020, when he wasn't telling you to vote for Biden or Trump? He was just saying, yo, I want to present a plan for Black America and see who's willing to listen. And Trump gave the okay and the impression he was willing to listen. You want to call Ice Cube a sellout now? Trump got 12% of the black vote in 2016. He got 16% of the black vote in 2020. They're projecting he's going to get more than 20% of the black vote in this upcoming election. That's what they're saying. And who's to say black folks would be wrong to vote for him?
Wait, what do you say?
That's what they're saying. And who's to say? And Trump gave the okay and the impression he was willing to listen. You want to call Ice Cube a sellout now? Trump got 12% of the black vote in 2016. He got 16% of the black vote in 2020. They're projecting he's going to get more than 20% of the black vote in this upcoming election.
Yeah, I thought he said 20%. My bad.
That's what they're saying. And who's to say black folks would be wrong to vote for him? I told y'all before, I am no Republican. I voted for one Republican in my life. That's Governor Chris Christie in New Jersey because I thought that Corzine was a disaster. I voted for Clinton. I voted for Al Gore. I voted for Barack Obama twice. I voted for Biden, despite the crime bill that incarcerated a whole bunch of people in the 90s that looked like me. I shoved all of that aside. All of it. Because I knew how divisive Trump would be. But as we sit here now, and we watch something like this transpire, where there seems to be more rapt attention being paid to folks who are not even here illegally, nor are from this country, yet we want to turn around and ignore us. Black folks, Latinos, and beyond, who are impoverished and are in need. We know why you're doing it.
You know, I gotta be honest with y'all. I'm not really impressed. I'm not impressed at all. I'm not shocked. I'm not happy. I don't feel good about this. Like, it's just, you know, whatever. Some guy on TV or his podcast said something. That's what this represents to me. Other than the fact that we got a red wave coming that's contrived and pretty much written in the stars and everybody's getting the phone calls. But, so why am I not impressed? Or first of all, Hotep's been told you, so I can't be impressed by people that are a decade late. Like, if you're a decade late now, what are you going to be later? Okay, so this election goes around, you guys elect Trump, everybody black elects Trump, whatever the fuck happens, right? What about the next time? Do you have to wait 2 elections then to make the next right decision on the next issue that you thought was nothing? I know these celebrities like Stephen A. Smith have their positions mostly because they are late. Because they were ahead, they get the Monique treatment. Okay, they'd get the Cat Williams treatment. They'd get the Eddie Griffin treatment. You know, like Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God is another one who waited till it was safe to say, hey, maybe we should look at Trump. And I get it. You know, these Negroes, they got jobs. They got bosses. They got handlers. They got people they work for. And people are dependent upon them. So I'm not saying this to denigrate them. I'm just trying to explain why I'm not impressed. Okay? Just explaining why I am not impressed. We have this article here, which, frankly, I'm surprised it hasn't been erased from the internet yet. Let's put this up on your screen. This is an article on The Root. Hopefully I picked the right browser that time. Let me see. Okay, no, wrong one. All right, let me close it here. Hold on. Because I don't want to start getting screens confused. So I have an article here. Here we go. This is on The Root. Now, The Root has very much, I mean, in its early days, The Root was very much Hotep. We used to make this joke. We used to say, make The Root Hotep again. And when it got bought out by Huffington Post and the white liberals, it went completely left. But they have remnants of their old days. And I brought this article up before, How Illegal Immigration Hurts Black America. Now, we're not going to dive into the details of all this shit, frankly, because it's just fucking boring. Everybody knows how it hurts black community. Everybody knows how it hurts all communities. Just want to come down to this last sentence here. I'm sorry, this last paragraph. Let's go ahead and highlight it. What does it say here? Can y'all read that? It's a read along class. This type of discussion has proved difficult in the past. However, many of the black scholars dance around this hard issue, says Swain. They do their research in such a way that it doesn't address how immigration affects blacks. There's a lot of pressure to say the politically correct thing, that immigrants aren't hurting African Americans. Well, that's not true. This article came out in 2010. Okay? 2010. It is now 2024. Okay? Black scholars dance around this issue. Right? And that's just the fact of the matter because, like I said, you got to be a good Negro to get Master's pat on the head. I know because I played the game and I played the system just to test it. And it works. It fucking works. If you remain silent on certain issues, they'll put you on TV. If you pretend like you're one of them liberal blacks, they'll put you on TV. I've proven this. People say, oh, you get on Fox News, you must be Illuminati. No, I hijacked my way on the Fox. Let's be clear. Shout out to Laura Ingraham. I hijacked my way on the Fox. So much so that Alex Jones even thought I was a leftist. That's how well I played that act. So yeah, black scholars dance around this hard issue. Then you fast forward 2024, immigrants pouring across the border. Immigrants pouring across our porous border. Pour us.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Immigrants pouring across our porous border. Pour us. I got issues. I'm sorry, y'all. They co-opted the route so fast. Yeah, they did. Jabari said, did Meek Mill and Stephen A get new orders? Let's get to that. Did they get new orders? I think they got the call. I think they got the it's safe call, right? Some sort of call where it said, we're not backing Biden this year, so if you want to say anything, go ahead. In fact, here are some bullet points you can highlight. But remember when Trump was talking about build a wall and everybody called him xenophobic? Remember that? Racist. I heard people say, well, some of those people are black people coming across the border. You don't even like the niggas in your own neighborhood, let alone some niggas from Haiti. You talking about you want to care just to find a reason to hate Trump. There's plenty of reasons to hate Trump. His immigration policy is not one of them. It's just not one of them. It hasn't been. It never will be. In fact, Obama was tough on the border. I think some people say Obama was tougher on the border than Trump. That's what they say. Blunt Step said, can I still be black if I don't back Biden this year, boss? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Battle rap bar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. We still got more on this to cover. I saw the situation going on in the Supreme Court. I'm not paying attention to it though. It's theater. If we're gonna do theater, I'd rather cover something more fun than do theater and something that's boring, like a Supreme Court hearing about nothing. Let me know when the Supreme Court talks about something and makes a decision on something. You know, like the central bank. Let me know when they do that. So we have a couple of theories here on why Candace Owens is back at Meek Mill. I got a take here from Doe Dubes. Whoops. I hate this new Twitter. Hold on a second. Let me combobulate myself for a second. Okay, we got Goldstein's take. And we got Uncle Hotep's take. Which are quite contrasting. Let's start with Uncle Hotep's take. So, Uncle Hotep, I asked him, what call was this, Uncle Hotep? Because, Uncle Hotep and I, if you don't watch the show, watch tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, the greatest show on the planet. And I asked Uncle Hotep about the call. We made up this thing called the call, where, these black celebrities are getting a call and basically saying it's okay to endorse Trump, and some are getting the call, say, please do endorse Trump, or whatever that call may be. Niggas is free now. So, Meek Mill says, I watch Candace Owens all the time. So I asked Uncle Hotep, what call was this? And he says, Big Boss Ben. I don't know about that one. I don't know if Baby Ben can get this done. Is his reach, chat, is Baby Ben's reach like that? Or is it his connections to Mossad? Is it the Mossad connections? What is it? Ben Shapiro makes a call to one of his fellow tunnel diggers, and then what? Hey, can you get Meek? And can you get Meek? I can't even, my voice doesn't even go. I can't even do a high voice. That's how deep my voice is. It'll like crack if I try to do a high voice, like Big Boss Ben. So I don't know about that one. We're gonna have to get Uncle Hotep on tonight. Tonight we'll talk to Uncle Hotep and find out what did he mean by this. Goldstein take is it's a bit more self-serving. Meek trying to F on something. He's tired of that $82 billion bussy. Now, there have been rumors that Meek Mill is closet homosexual, and he's done some suspect things. I don't know if I believe that or not. Frankly, I don't want to believe it because, what a man does in his private time is his own thing. But is Meek Mill shooting his shot at Candace Owens? Now, that seems more reasonable than Uncle Hotep's take. That is definitely more reasonable than Uncle Hotep's take. Meek trying to smash Candace Owens. I can see that. That would be interesting, in fact. Although she has a husband and babies. So that would be the end of her career. And Candace Owens left her UK baby daddy husband. I mean, she went from royalty to street queen. I don't know if that would work. I think she'd lose her entire base. They'd probably be mad because she's dating somebody who's black.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Candace Owens, how dare you date a nigger? Oh, man. That was, Jabari says that was Robert Kraft Cohen family that owns Comcast Universal call. Yeah, I think that was probably the call, Jabari. I think this is a Robert Kraft call. Absolutely. Now, Doe Dupe says, Meek is in stage 1 of conservatism. Watching provocative talking heads speak out against leftist ideology. It's good if you're unfamiliar with politics, but it's definitely not where you want to stay for long. My dream is seeing more red pill rappers and entertainers. Well, this definitely looks a lot closer to the truth. I still don't think it's the truth, but I think we're getting closer to the truth, right? Where it's, we're basically throwing him some bail and saying Meek Mill has discovered conservatism, right? Like he's just an idiot or some shit like that. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I don't know Meek Mill. But this concept of, niggas in stage one conservatism, I get it. It happens to a lot. It happens to white folks. It happened to Candace Owens. Candace Owens was a never Trumper. You know who was never a never Trumper?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Anyway, so I get the whole, I had an awakening, I had a walk away moment, all of that shit. I get it. I guess it's plausible in some way, shape, or form. So there's various responses to this tweet here. I watch Candace Owens all the time too. Now that's cap. If there's anything I'm going to make a decision on today, it's that tweet right there is cap. That is pure cap. Chat, if you think this tweet right here is pure cap, put some emojis in the chat. You telling me Meek Mill got a Daily Wire subscription? Meek Mill got a Daily Wire subscription? Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Hotep Dutch said candy is a gateway drug. Somebody explained this to me. One of my homies out in Ohio explained this to me. And he said Candace Owens is a gateway drug to Hotep. And after he explained it to me, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because you definitely can't jump right to Hotep. We'll sound foreign to you. When we start talking, it's like, whoa, just overload. So you kind of got to ease people into it, You got to start them off with a pink pill before you give them the Hotep pill. You can't even give them the red pill. You got to give them a pink pill. Then the red pill. Then the Hotep pill. Because the Hotep pill comes after the red pill. The red pill is that's still for noobs, okay? The Hotep pill is a whole nother level, okay? And so you can't just jump from, liberal pill to red pill to Hotep pill. You just can't do it. You need to start off even with a pink pill. And that's what Red Pill Black, formerly known as Candace Owens, that's what she is. She's the pink pill, where you're almost in the red pill zone, but not quite. Almost there. And then when you get the red pill, you're still not quite in the Hotep zone, but you're almost there. Right? So the chat says this is pure cap. They don't believe that Meek Mill watches Candace Owens all the time. I don't believe that. That's got to be pure cap. This thing is watching ESPN. Jimmy Dawes said Hotep pill the best pill.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Salute. Zantoven said Tim Pool was his. Tim Pool, yeah. So Tim Pool is he's like a pink pill. It's definitely a pink pill. Who's red pill? Who's red pill? Like, what's the stage in between Tim Pool, Candace Owens, and Hotep? Like, who's right in between there? Who's there? While you guys answer that question, let me reorient myself with the bag. See what other griftiness we have in here in regards to this Candace Owens situation. Oh, look, it's Red Pill Black. Uh-oh. So, after Candace Owens, somebody said Apex is the best pill. Yo, get your Apex ASAP. I gotta tell you, this Apex shit got me feeling different, yo. I had I had a conqueror moment. I think that's the best way to describe it. I just feel very like Genghis Khanish. I feel like whooping some ass. That's what this pill makes me feel like doing. I'm gonna take some right now. This Apex just makes me want to just whoop some ass. I don't know what that is, but it just like don't fuck with me while I'm on this shit. Hold on. I feel aggressive. David Icke, Sam Tripoli, Michael Malice, Dor Smith, Scott Horton, Dave Smith. Those are some good names. Those are some real good names. I agree. Those are some good names. Hotep Goldstein said the Hotep pill color is clear. That's because that's how you think afterwards.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
You know? Anomaly? Nah, Anomaly's still pink pill. Anomaly's still pink pill. He hasn't made it to red pill yet. He's almost there. He's just still stuck in Griftland. You know, when you're stuck in Griftland and you're still motivated by the grift, it's just it's hard to move into the red pill zone. Here's an old Candace Owens tweet. Sentenced for violating parole multiple times, only in the black community is Meek Mill hailed a hero and Larry Elder called a coon. Those are some choice words she had for Meek Mill. Meek. Then there's this old video from TPOSA. And this is a young Candy. Let's take a look. Listen.
And of course, there's the controversy surrounding Meek Mill, a rapper who, after 4 probation violations and a stern warning from the judge, was issued prison time. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 probation violations. And of course, Colin Kaepernick came rushing to his aid in another ill-advised tweet. Cap would like us to know that he spoke to Meek Mill, and he will continue to fight against the harsh sentencing practices that have affected Meek and millions of other people of color for generations. Breaking the law is illegal. The consequence of doing something that is illegal is getting arrested. Meek Mill is in prison because he broke the law continuously, not because he's black. Highlight of my week was Jay-Z chiming in support of Meek Mill, talking about the injustices of prison sentencing.
Wait, what did Meek Mill go to jail for? Let me look it up. Oh, he had a gun and some drugs. Gun and some drugs. That's not too bad. He was practicing his Second Amendment rights, as he should, you know, as every man should. You know, we keep that thing on us. What else we got in here? We're going to get to that in a second. Actually got a couple of interesting things in here. I got some CIA docs that I'm sitting on, waiting for the right time to unleash. And when I unleash them, y'all gonna remember I said this. But you know, a lot of this stuff got to come with timing. But I got some CIA shit to unleash at the right time. But I'm keeping that in my back pocket. Let's go. You know, my mind is on the Monique situation. I feel like I got to talk about the Monique situation at least a little bit. Mostly because this story came out today. I hate that Twitter does that. MIA called out Jay-Z and Roc Nation today. So, as legacy media dies, the question I have for you guys is, does that mean the legacy icons die with it? It's basically saying All of our legacy media is dying. And we got to make sure that the icons at the top crumble with it. Is that what this is? Although I do believe MIA here. I definitely believe her. Just the timing of all of this. Monique, Cat, Cassie, MIA. Where was these niggas before? Niggas should have been exposed to shit. But that's neither here nor there. Usually this shit comes as a snowball effect, right? So, shout out to MIA. I wish her all the best. And she was dating some rich and powerful dude that was CEO of Warner Brother, and they took a baby away from her. And apparently she didn't have access to Jay-Z or something like that. But I don't know. Just rather weird times that we're in. Let's talk about some grifters. So this story broke yesterday or the day before about this Kentucky transgender daycare worker. And this was broke on February 7th. Exclusive. So this lady here says, Ian, this is an exclusive story Redux Mag broke a few hours ago. The court documents we utilized to get this information actually cost us money to obtain. We don't have paywalls. Everyone is free to use our info. A basic credit isn't hard. Somebody follows up and says, don't worry, I'm sure it was a simple oversight on his behalf. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, right. This dude is a serial content thief, and the only reason he even wrote anything and replied to it hours later was because you guys rightly called him out on it. So yes, he did in fact follow up later on and say, full credit to Redux Mad, whom I followed for years, for the breaking story, which you can read here. I meant to post a link to it earlier and did not. So that was my mistake. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, is that cap or not? Is that cap or not? Oh, I meant to cite my source. I forgot. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, is that cap or not? Just say you jacked the people's story and now you not jacking it no more. Say, hey, I tried to jack you for your work like I do everybody else's shit. They went on to say, this is before his response, before he updated his tweet. That's it. I'm blocking Malaysia. Sorry, Malaysians who aren't in. He left me no choice. Malaysia is a beautiful country. Very far ahead of me, though, time zone wise. I mention this because sometimes when I get calls from Malaysia in the past, it will be like 3 a.m. Somebody said, Ian is a sleaze for stealing without attribution. She says, even a little at would be sufficient. Oil London TV does a great job of this. When he is using someone else's info, he would tag them or at them at the end of the tweet. Costs him nothing. Doesn't take away from what he does, and everyone is happy. Now, I said it before. Say it again. Elon Bucks will ruin the platform. I said it before. I said, yo, I saw it immediately. I saw it. People question me, say, Hotep, you hating? I ain't hating. I just got the ability to see the future. I know what greed does to people. And it's lowered the quality of content on X. And people now resort to stealing. Like, that's the thing now. The thing now is go online, find something that's viral, steal it, and repost it. I even saw some guy complain about the algorithm earlier, saying that the Twitter algorithm is cheating or some shit like that, cheating you out of views or something to that effect. I don't think I saved it. I was just like, yeah, we know. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Found it. Here he is. Sam with outreach. So chat, was that Cat? Yeah, Cat. Yeah. He says, speech without reach, observe the power of Twitter algorithm, AI to deboost the tweet. Text gives no mention of specific topic. It's reading the video. Tweet on left after 4 hours. Tweet on right after only 2.5 hours. Posted the same morning. So this one has 9K views, but 400 retweets. This one has 35 retweets, 25K views, but this one has 27 comments. This one has 129 comments. And people are saying that, comments go a long way with boosting the algorithm. Maybe. Not really sure what to make of this new algorithm, but I have seen some weird shit with my account. Like, I'm like, how the fuck? I got like 100 retweets on this and only 1,000 views. I'm like, that means all my followers only got 10 followers. Like, all right, maybe it's just the bots that are retweeting me. So yeah, I don't know. The Twitter algorithms are a little funky, but anyway. Coming back. This is what Ian Miles Cheong does. Steals content. Just want him to do better, man. Just want him to do better. Give credit where it's due. Why is it so hard for people? I disdain accounts that just steal all day. I disdain them from the bottom of my heart. Accounts that just steal. Like, stealing's just low down, dirty. They'll talk. The funny thing is they talk shit about black people stealing. Meanwhile, they be stealing.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Make it make sense. Anyway, what else we got in this biggie bag? Let's take a look at this. This is wild. And this gives me corporate PTSD. So this gentleman here, Chief Punter, he says, on a Teams meeting yesterday, I said, let her cook out loud after one of my colleagues, a lady, made a great point during a controversial argument. And now I've been asked to see HR on Monday for sexism allegations. He updates. If Twitter would just do what it's supposed to do. He updates and says, I just got fired. When I tell you this triggered me, I was like, oh Lord, not you too, bro. You know how you are you. And then the corporate white folk conspire against you on the most minorest of infractions, something that isn't even an infraction, but they twist it and contort it to become an infraction. Man, the white women in corporate are evil, bro. I got a lot of fears in this world. Few things I fear more than a white woman in HR. White women in HR give me the heebie-jeebies, bro. Now, anybody knows let her cook means she's on a roll, let her continue. But let her cook to these white liberal feminists is, oh, you mean she's a woman, so she must be cooking. And you try to explain that away, and there's another example where I say there's no such thing as DEI in the workplace. DEI in the workplace doesn't work for a black man. He can't claim this is black culture in the workplace because sexism overrides that. Feminism overrides your blackness. DEI is about feminism. That's what DEI is about. How many times do I got to repeat myself? let her cook turns into. Now, here's the funny thing. Pure speculation here. I think they knew exactly what he meant. They just didn't like the fact that the woman speaking up probably was disagreeing with them. And they said, oh, Jamal. Oh, you're going to take her side. No doubt, Jamal. Watch this. Watch the power of the white Karen. And they went in overdrive and got him ousted. That's what I think happened. They know exactly. They know context clues. These women are not dumb. They know. They know. Jabari said if MIA reads The H-Cost Industry by Norman Finkelstein, she would know everything you need to know about the Boffman family and how they do business. Uh-oh. Said that company gonna let her say, let her cook in a marketing campaign. Word. Word. Haram Life said, HR women are the worst women in the world, but are the freakiest. I wouldn't know. You lucky dog. You can't use colloquialisms in the corporate world. Ain't that some shit? They did it on purpose. They've done that shit to me, man. How many jobs I got fired from in corporate? I haven't had that many corporate jobs, but I remember one time I was working for this one startup. Oh, man, I probably told this story about 1 million times. Like, I'm going to have to tell it again. So they hired me. I'm head of growth for a gaming company. I'm head of marketing growth for a gaming company. My job is to make sure people download the app, okay? And he says to me, we're also hiring a content person. And I said to him, well, can I have some decision-making on who you hire for content? And he was like, no, we kind of already hired her. And I heard her, and I was just like, oh, fuck, I'm going to be working with a woman. No problem. So, take the job. I negotiate a salary of about, I don't know, $70,000. It was really just a carryover job, just to carry me over till I could quit. But I had hopes for this job. And I thought it was a really cool company. We were working with Richard Sherman, and I thought it was a really cool company. I thought we were going to do something big. And then I was... Anyway. So, this was maybe 2017. Yes, it was 2017. So 2017, I basically told him, I said, listen, we don't need to go to blog route. We need to go to video route. It'll be better if we had a video content guy. And that kind of was like, well, we got her, so let's just use her. So she was writing blog content. She said she previously wrote blog content for a travel blog. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So if you're writing for a blog, obviously, you're writing for SEO. So I mentioned to her, they were using, I think, WordPress for the back end. And I was like, yo, make sure you go install Yoast SEO. Now, this is some 24-year-old girl or something like that. Just got out of college. Don't know shit from shit. Never built a website or nothing. But, she's got a degree. So, she knows what she's doing, allegedly. So I told her, download the Yoast plugin. She downloads the Yoast plugin. It goes in. And it says red if you don't have the SEO you need, yellow if you're almost there, and green if it's good. Really easy plugin. Anybody that's in SEO is familiar with plugins like this. She's like, why do I have to follow this? Then the other white girl in the office is like, now they're like in cahoots or some shit like that. So the other little Asian girl who just got out of college is talking to the other little white girl. And they're both looking at me like I'm the dumbass, right? Because I'm the black guy with dreads. Who's almost 40 and is sharing an office with them. So I look like a failure to them. And pretty much I was, because why am I in the same office as these college kids, right? So they're looking at me funny. I'm looking at them funny. They're looking at me like I don't know what they're doing. I'm doing. And I'm looking at them like I know you don't know what you're doing. So whatever. Make a long story short, we in the office one day and I'm talking to the big boss. And me and him are having a conversation. Anytime me and the big boss are having a conversation, it goes over everybody else's head. Over everybody else's head. because I just, I study at the boss level. So I'm telling him, I had an interest in playing chess. And she turns around and she goes, "Oh my God, you play chess?" Yeah. She's like, "Don't you feel offended by the fact that they use the term master?" And I looked at her and I looked at him. Now, he a Jew. There's some Jew guy, he was cool. But he looked at me and I looked at him and he kind of gave me the look like, let it go. So we kind of just ignored it and let it go. But I'm like, master? I should be offended because I'm black that you have a master title in chess? In all my years of building computers, you have a primary hard drive and a secondary hard drive. Well, there's this little like pin in the back and you got to designate it with this little plastic thing. And you designate which one's the master and which one's the slave. Technically I think only the master had to be designated and the other one picked up as slave automatically. As a kid, building computers, I never even translated the computer master slave thing to slavery. And I'm a black kid and super black nationalist, and I still hadn't translated over. One day we was at a WeWork. And if you know anything about WeWork, they got a kitchen, and in the kitchen you can get all types of shit, including beer. You got a beer on tap, right? So she come back, she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." I was like, "What happened?" "That guy in there, he offered to pour my beer." I was like, "Oh shit, fuck, here we go again. Where the fuck am I at?" So she goes on and she said, "Yeah, he was mansplaining how to pour a beer." I was like, "Yo, did she just say mansplaining?" I thought this is 2017. I thought that was just some internet shit. This bitch just used mansplaining in front of me. Keep in mind, she had to report to my black ass, which was an impossible feat. I just, and even in hindsight, I still don't know how to manage that project. All of my experience dealing with people, I still don't know how to manage a project where the head boss comes to me and says, "Hey, if she's doing something wrong, tell her how to fix it." "Okay, boss, you got it." In my mind, I'm like, "You really want me to tell this white woman what to do?" This is before the master comment. This is before the beer comment. I can just sense the feminism on this bitch. I can sense the white entitlement bullshit on this bitch. So when I pulled her into that first meeting and I was trying to correct her, she gave me so much attitude. I was like, "Oh shit, this bitch really not about to listen to me. She really about to just sit up here and just argue with me." And then when she said about the beer mansplaining, that's where it made sense to me. I'm like, oh, she was in a meeting thinking I was mansplaining. Then she didn't like the fact that she was reporting to me. So then that had to stop. She was like, "No. When I tell you white women give me PTSD, oh my God, yo, these motherfuckers are the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. A white liberal woman is the most evil motherfucker on the planet. It's something wrong with them bitches. You would email her only? Stuart, listen, I learned the white people trick about emails. Same job, I'm going to tell you what happened. White people say, you have to have everything documented and written down. Okay, cool. Boss come to me, he like, "Yo, the ads you running are underperforming. Can you tell me why?" Sure. You don't have the pixels for conversions plugged in. They're not in the back end of the system. It's not in the code. Facebook can't track what's being purchased and what's not. It can see when people are clicking, but it can't see when somebody purchases. In order to optimize for purchases, we need to see who's purchasing. So he kind of waves it off like it's nothing. So a week go by and we're still like negative 90%. I dropped it from negative 99 to negative 90%, doing a whole bunch of weird stuff with ads, just better ads, better copy. Still not churning out a ROI. So doing the white people thing, the corporate thing, make sure you put everything in writing. So I put everything in writing. Hey guys, listen, the ads are underperforming. You have to install the pixel code to make sure the pixels are firing and triggering on purchases. CC everybody. Cool. Email ignored. Oh, we'll do the update because I had to speak to him about it later. Oh, we'll do the update. We'll put it in on the next update. When's the next update? 30 days out. We got to wait 30 days out. So in the meantime, in 30 days, y'all going to be looking at me like I don't know how to do my job. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. 30 days go by. A new update comes out. This shit shoots through the roof. Because the update goes in like overnight. You know how you do software. You do this shit overnight. Now, I know what time the update's going in, so I'm checking my phone, and I see all the conversions skyrocketing. I smile. I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning. I go to work, and I'm like, I'm the hero. I go to work. Everybody's celebrating. Oh, my God, you see all the new sales? Boss comes to me, and he's like, yo, where are the new sales coming from? I was like, remember the pixel conversions I told you to put in? He like, yeah. It can't be that. I looked at him. I said, what do you mean it can't be that? It can't be that. Spend some time and figure out where this stuff came from. I was like, oh, shit. So either one or two things are happening here. Either one, you dumb as shit, or two, you playing me. Because what a lot of these people like to do is, in corporate America, is they want to downplay your value so they never have to pay you what you worth. So you always feel like you got to work harder and work harder and work harder. And they want to work you like a dog and never give you the accolades that you deserve. I lasted about 2 more weeks there. I remember I had this other job. I always tell these two stories. I had to read receipts on and all of that. I'm a tech guy. I had to read receipts on. We were sending it. I forget what plugin. I had a plugin that had read receipts on all of that shit. I was checking all of that shit. I had another job at an app company. And this was in Rockefeller Center. Another set of Jewish folks. Lady was cool. And they were struggling to get downloads. So I do some Twitter shit. You know how I do. And I get this tweet to go viral, right? On a company account. And I set up the company account so that it would convert. So they get a whole bunch of downloads. I come into work the next day like, yeah, nigga, I did it. I just hit y'all new milestone. Look at me now. And they like, Brian, what happened? Where all these downloads come from? We never had this many downloads before. So I was like, oh, yeah, I put this viral tweet out last night. They like, nah, it can't be that. Go take a look and see where it really came from. I was like, holy shit. What? Now, as a young black dude who don't know how these motherfucking corporate white people work, I'm just confused. I'm sitting at my desk like, what the? I'm in the twilight zone. In hindsight, I'm like, oh, okay, you were trying to diminish my value. I get it. Business as usual. Business as fucking usual. This is the shit I was dealing with. This is why I'm unemployable. People like, go get a job. I'm like, I can't get a job. I'm unemployable. I will go get a job, and 3 months in, some white woman is going to say, I'm a threat to her, and I'm going to get fired. This has been happening since I was a little kid. One little white girl get threatened, little black kid, you go run, you tell a lie, I get in trouble. Go to the principal's office. All the way through high school, all the way through the corporate jobs. The best job I ever had and stayed at the longest was one where everybody was black. It was this mortgage job and everybody was black. Okay? Everybody was black. Best job I ever had. I stayed there for 5 years. Then I ended up working for this dude named James Marchese. And let me see if I can find him. He on Twitter now. He followed me. Here he is right here. So I'm about 20-something years old, and this motherfucker right here, I follow him. He followed me. He know what he did. This little short fuck. Fuck you, James. So I came over from my old mortgage company with a loan already, like ready to close, okay? Now, this loan was worth $20,000 total, including back end and front end fees. It was a banger. So I came to this company, James's company, specifically because he told me if I originate a loan on my own, we split 50-50. He get 10 G's, I get 10 G's. I closed the loan. James pulled me in his office and said, yo, your client just called in mad, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Don't call him back because he's upset. And because I had to work on this, you're only getting 25%. I was like, wait a second. So, again, hindsight 2020. Oh, you stole my money. Now, I'm a young black kid, okay? I didn't know how to do shit the white way. I was about to do shit the black way. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was about to call the homies up and get my money. But I had got sick right after. Like right after that. It was funny because that shit happened and my body shut down to the point where I was sick for like a week, yo. Like a week, I could not get out the bed. And when I finally went back to that job, I couldn't even work the same no more. It felt like I was working for nothing. This nigga got me for like $8,000, yo. This nigga you see on your screen right here. James, I'm putting you on air for what you did to me when I was 20 years old, nigga. Yeah, you motherfucker. I want my money, too. I still want my money. Italian cat. He ain't no Jew. Italian cat. That's what I be saying. Y'all be talking about Jews and all this shit. No, white motherfuckers will get you, too, man. Anybody who think they could get over on you will get over on you. That's how it goes. If people think they can get over on you, no matter what they race, color, creed, origin, if they got no fucking character. Then he moved the office off my money too. I never forget that, man. They ended up moving into a bigger office after he closed that deal. This motherfucker right here slowed my growth. You know what I could have did when I was 22 with that $10,000 check? But nah, he wanted me under his thumb, coming into work every day, taking his sorry ass originated loans. I needed that 10K to give me a boost, man. I needed that 10K to give me a boost. Shit fucked up, man. So people ask, they be like, yo, go get a job. I'm like, yo, I can't get no job. I'm gonna kill somebody. Fucking, if I go get another job, y'all gonna see Hotep Jesus on the news. I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. He said HJ sounded like Monique. Big facts. Big facts, bro. Let's go to the phone lines. Text Hotep your name 202-596-5631. I want your best conspiracy theory on why you think Meek Mill is co-signing Candace Owens. Excuse me. Tell me now. James is an attorney too. I want him to try to file a lawsuit for defamation too, so we can pull up them books and find out what the fuck happened to my money. Fucking sleazy ass attorney. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck James. Marchese. I want my money, James. I'll be back after this short, brief commercial break.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
Let's get Strong Dad in here. Strong Dad calling. Yo, I swear to you, man, if I had to go get another job right now, yo, I'm telling you right now, bro. My patience is so thin. I'm cussing my boss out day one. Like, look, motherfucker, this is how things gonna go. I gotta be fireable from day one, just so that anything I do thereafter seems minor compared to what I did day one. I'm gonna sit down and look, I know how you white people fucking function. Now that I got this fucking job, I'm gonna do my damn best at this job. You make sure you stay out my motherfucking way. This is how I'm gonna be feeling in the office and shit. So I can't do it. I go bartend before I go get another office job.
Call from
Strong Dad.
Strong Dad, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
What's good with him, yo?
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. I too feel like I am unemployable.
Yeah.
My productivity is too motherfucking high, and my intelligence is too high. I can't be taken for a dummy. It makes it hard. Makes it hard. I will stomp a motherfucker in the break room if he.
Yo, big facts.
I can't do it.
Big facts. I'm gonna have to see you in the break room.
Yo, it was almost, even when I got out of prison, man, it was almost hard to be employable then. Obviously, the drive to succeed overrode that, but man, I wanted to stomp a dude out in the lunchroom once. When I became the manager of a Taste of Philly, I had to sit there and listen to a teenager ask me what I saw in my future for a company. And I'm like, nigga, I am twice your fucking age. And it just broke my heart. It was a real humbling experience, though. I feel like if you don't know what that's like, then it might be hard for you, navigating the world, especially if you want to be financially independent at all. So, so it was worth every grueling minute, but I damn sure wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the places, I'm the type of person where I just wish, I like to have mastery in all parts of my life. And corporate America is the one thing I never mastered, and I don't think it's something I'm ever gonna master. I think it's you have to be made for that type of cutthroat, underhanded shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna lose your mind and hurt somebody.
Either that, or you got to be like one of them people from The Office. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be super average. But
you have to be if you want to survive in fucking corporate America. Be super average.
Facts. If you seek mastery, you will learn to hate yourself if you stay in a position like that too long. If you're seeking mastery,
that shit nurtures. I never seen something nurture mediocrity so much.
Absolutely, self-loathing, all of that wrapped into one. But listen, I think that it is a small combination of a few things for Meek Mill. I don't think that I don't necessarily think that they got the call. I think that they are seeking popularity, right? They're seeking popularity, but also, I feel like they got the nudge. Like, listen, we'll kick you some bucks. You know what I'm saying? If you remember when Cardi B, she made that little video, she was pissed at the Democrats and she was like, I ain't taking no more money for no more endorsements. And this is, I feel like this is a soft shoe endorsement to say, hey, I'm open for a little checky check come election time if you want to, ask for my endorsement.
I like that
officially.
I like that take.
You see what
That's
I'm saying?
interesting, yeah.
And I feel like really what it is it's like, it could be himself, it could be them or people in their team that are just like, hey, just kind of put your foot out in the air and soften the perception of you actually endorsing Trump for everybody else. Like, let everybody else know, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you need to tell somebody something, but the kind of personality they have, so you have to pretend to say something close to it and let them jump to it themselves. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe endorsing Trump might not be so bad, y'all. I didn't necessarily endorse him, but when the time rolls down and people are making it popular, I can say this whole time I've been saying it, and I might even get a little check bump. It's a smart move, I feel like. I don't think it's a bad move at all.
No, it's very clever work. Very, very, very clever move. And it makes sense. You know, he's basically saying, like you said, you need a nigga to come dance at your next election rally. I'm right here.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B, she might not, you know what I'm saying? She said she's done. You know what I mean? And some of the other popular ones, they got a little dirt on their names in between this election cycle. You know what I'm saying? Megan, all them, they got a little controversy on their name. My controversy, you know, it's kind of dwindled down a little bit. This dude has helped out black men in the past. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to get around that you know what I mean? That's I might even do the same thing if I was him, to be honest. You know, now
why
Stephen
not?
A, I don't like his take.
Who?
I feel like Stephen A is like Stephen A's take. I feel like is like in between that, but a little like he's trying to get he's trying to not straddle the fence, but look over the fence. You know, home improvement style. He's not really, you know, fully softening the waters because it kind of seemed like a little bit of a diss in a way, but not. You know what I mean? So for him, I think he's scared to do what Meek Mill just. I mean, he just straight up said, "Hell yeah, I watch Candace." You know what I'm saying? Which he obviously probably doesn't. Maybe he's seen her on Twitter. I feel like that's what he means. Also, probably sees her on Twitter.
Yeah. He's not.
So,
I can't see him with no Daily Wire on his monthly statement.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Let's not forget that Daily Wire provides no value in the end of the day to move the needle, and I just need that to be made for certain. So any move they make is superficial anyway. So if they were to offer him anything, it'd be something superficial.
Yeah.
Same way they did with all the niggas. But yeah, I wanted to tell you yesterday. The youth, the little TP USA youth thing, when they were at their like zenith for black eyes looking on them, Sharice came out and was like, "This is why I'm not working with Charlie Kirk and TPS USA anymore." And then they started to kind of hemorrhage some of the younger black conservatives. You know, they either just left completely or they just kind of started.
I'm gonna tell you the
their own
truth
thing.
of what happened. Okay.
What is the truth? Tell me the truth.
I was the first class. Everybody knows that I got kicked out of TPUA first. And
That's right. Shout out.
It was so TPUSA was basically saying, here's a paid vacation. Pretty much what it was. You get to come to the White House. We'll pay for your travel and we'll pay for your hotel. So it was like a free the YBLS, Youth Black Leadership Summit. It was like a free, what do they call those trips when you're in school? Field trip. It was like a free field trip for those kids, okay? So
Right.
many of them, and I found this out years later. I can't say who my contact is, but my contact was like, "Yo, you know we was all grifting, right?" I said, "What you mean?" He's like half of those black kids that were there, like for Trump, didn't give a fuck about Trump. We was just there to grift. Some of these people were opening up GoFundMe saying, "Hey, can you fund my trip?" And then they went and bought clothes with it. And all the white conservatives are like, "Yeah, here's 10 G's to make it to, here's 5 G's to make it to the, Youth Black Leadership Summit and all this shit." Meanwhile, the shit was already paid for.
There's so much scandal on that shit. I remember that King Face dude.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with King Face. I never, one minute he was alive, next minute he was dead. I don't know. But, yeah, so I remember when Tony got involved, Tony Montega got involved. And I told him, I'm like, "Yo, they're going to play you, bro. They're going to play you. You too real." And he was like, nah. But he'll tell you nowadays, Tony Montega be like, "Yo, Hotep Jesus told me, they was going to play me." And he be cussing out TPUSA all the time. But the truth of the matter, the reason why that TPUSA shit fell is because TPUSA wanted this shit to fail. They stopped putting money behind it. They stopped funding it. Niggas ain't turning down no free trips. But it had nothing to do with Sharice Lane didn't take down that TPUSA thing. Now, But there were a bunch of people around her age that when she put that out, they was like, "All right, fine, we're done with the grift," and they all defected.
That's what I'm talking about. Their youth project They stopped talking about the youth project in the middle of their hype because of her. That's
when she walked. A lot of people walked with her.
I'm pretty sure you. Yeah. When she walked, a lot of the young ones walked with her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. I remember you talking about their their dissipation in some of the older HBTQIs. But, yeah. That's
one of my spies in TPUSA. He was wild, man. One time he did fucking coke in the bathroom in front of me. I'm like, yo, you are crazy, bro. What are we doing? On a TPUSA trip. This shit was funny as hell. But I still got a couple of spies in TPUSA that feed me information every now and then. But yeah, Sharice Lane's a different beast. But I a lot of girls did walk when she walked. It was like, all right, Grift is up.
Yeah, the Grift is done. And Bryson married one of them, didn't he? What's the name?
Yeah, Shekinah.
Oh man, yo, she used to be a hot grifter, but now she fell back, which is probably good. Shout out to Bryson.
Yeah, she became a wife.
A black woman. Yeah, that's what's up. Very, very, very proud. Very proud of that couple. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the only thing that came out of Blexit that was of worth anything was Bryson finding himself a good black woman. It'd have been a shame to lose him to a white woman. I'd have been real hurt.
Yeah.
He's kind of too much of a nigga.
Even Bryson woke up. Bryson woke up. Yo, Lauren. Man, I'm about to call Lauren. Let me call you back. Let me call Lauren,
Call Lauren. Hotep and Bill, y'all.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Lauren, pick up the phone. Hold up. Where's my phone? Lauren, pick up the phone. I'm about to call you right now from the line. Hold on. She about to tell you right now. Here we go. Probably gonna be like, I can't, I'm at work.
Yo.
Yo.
Hold on.
Hey, shout out to Lauren. Lauren in the chat.
Yo.
Lauren.
What's good? What's good?
How you been?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Life is fucking marvelous. Do you remember the TPUSA saga?
Of course. Are you kidding me? How could I forget that?
What is your side of the story? What did you view from where you were and everything you saw? Because you was hanging out with us at the time.
Yeah, that whole thing was just wild how it went down. Because so when we got there, like the first day, you know, I met up with you. We went, I forget what hotel it was, whatever. We walked into the lobby, and like left and right, people were grabbing you, like, yo, what's up, blah, 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 dapping you up. I'm like, all right, cool. This is what it is, right? And, you know, time went on, and then people started pulling you off to the side, and all of a sudden, the day of the event comes, and we supposed to go, and all of a sudden, Hotep Jesus can't go to the White House no more. Well, what the hell was that about? So we know what that was about. That was our boy Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk. That's what they said. They said it was Charlie Kirk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But that thing was wild, man.
Was I naive, or did I know what the TPUSA grift was at that time?
I don't think you knew what the grift was.
Okay.
I think you knew that there was grifting going down, but I don't think you knew who the players were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it all became crystal clear during that whole weekend because everybody showed their ass. Tatum and his little group, they showed their ass in the White House. Yes, they did, and I will gladly fucking break it down. Him and his little bitch ass. I will see you in the street too, niggas. Crazy. It was crazy.
Oh, Lord.
But
I didn't make it in. That was all y'all. Y'all was in the White House. I didn't make it in. They said I couldn't get in. But you went in.
Yes.
Okay. How did you get in?
Okay, so
how did you get on the list?
Oh, okay. Well, see, I'm a little bit different because I have family that retired from Congress.
Okay.
So, you know, when they clear my name gets cleared. Okay, there's no.
But
problem
how'd you
with
get on the
that.
TPUSA list?
You told me.
So I told you get on the list. What did I say to sell you on the list? Do you remember? I don't remember.
You really didn't say anything. You told me what was going down. So you said this thing is. Do you want to go? Blah blah blah. Here's what you got to do. Just fill out this form. Tell them you a student, and that's what I did. And so the next thing you know, I just got an email and said, you know, you're approved. Here's where you go. They gave me all information. I was like, all right, cool. But nobody paid for me. I drove my ass down there.
Yeah.
So CPUSA wasn't grifted off for me, not that way, but you know.
That's true. So what was the event like in the White House? You got in there. What was that like?
So basically it was a bunch of Negroes just standing around in a room all dressed up like they going to church. And it was hot as hell because, you know, a bunch of niggas. And we stood in there probably for about an hour before Trump actually came out. So everybody was in there, like, packed up, like, towards the front, because you want to be towards the front. You want to be close to the man when he comes out, right? That's the goal. You want to be seen. You want to see him, and you want to be seen. Anyway, so it was me, Carl, Dodu, and I think it was just us three. It might have been somebody else.
I think it was y'all three, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was that kid Chris from New York. Remember he blacked out on me in the hotel room? We almost fought?
Yeah. Lord. Oh, my God. It's like all flooding back now. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so we get into the room, right? And so everybody's up towards the front. Me, Carl, and go. We get a good spot front. And so people just started pushing their way in front of us. It's like, you know, the place was packed. Like, you could not move, or else you were stepping on somebody's feet, right? Like, that's how tight it was. So Trump's granddaughter, the black chick, her name is Christina something. Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, they threw. I didn't know who the hell the chick was. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden, in walks a line of, you know, young men with the, you know, button-down shirts and the ties or whatever, and, you know, they just come marching in and make a beeline straight towards to the front, right? And of course, they happen to push right up in front of me, like in between me, they're squeezing to get. And then at the back of the line, who was there? Brandon fucking Tatum. So he had his goons push people out of the fucking way to get him up in the front. Like, all right, okay, that's what that was, right? Yeah.
So is that when the altercation between Carl and Doe happened? When they was like, yo, stop pushing and shit?
Well, no, that was the beginning, right? That's what I noticed. Then this happened a little bit later because, you know, again, like I said, we were just standing around waiting for the man to come out, and it took forever, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, they kept pushing. People who were in their group kept trying to come up to the front. You know what I mean? Because they were trying to all stand together as a group, whatever. But you're not just going to come and push me or anybody that I'm. That's not happening. We were here. Right. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what your name is. You're nobody to me, fucking Brandon bitch ass Tatum. So you know, and they were young. You know what I mean? They were young.
Yeah, they was kids.
They really, they didn't have the maturity to deal with the situation appropriately. They started pushing and trying to get loud, and that's when they had me in front of them, right? Like. They had me and they had my back, right? Okay. Yeah. So this one kid turns around. I swear to God, he looked at me in my face and he asked me to move. He said, I'm trying to get back to them talking about Carl and Doe. I said, I'm not moving. You're not getting past me. You want to get to them, you got to get through me first, motherfucker. What the fuck? I don't play like that. I do not play like that. If I'm with my people, then we all roll together.
Yeah.
So that was that altercation, and then Tatum he turned around. You got to understand, man. These kids are young, man. You know, they got anger issues, man. Well, then keep your fucking dogs on the leash. You know what I mean? You don't fucking let them out in public. No. The hell?
You know, that Trump picture with a black man was worth a lot of points back then.
Ooh, yes it was. But I was glad that Carl was able to get his hat autographed.
Yeah,
that was key.
Yeah.
That was key.
Yeah.
But yeah, that day was crazy.
Those are some wild times. Lauren was there with me. Doe was there with me. Or I was with them. I was with them because they was in the White House. I was with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and we go form like Voltron at the Grifties, man. I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
You have no idea. Every day I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Where we staying? What we doing?
Yo, I'm so shook. I don't know what to do, yo. It's just like a month away, and I'm like, oh shit, the Grifties are around the corner. Oh God.
Yeah, they are. It's coming up fast, man. But you know, we gonna be ready. We gonna make it right. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Can't wait to see you. Thank you very much for chiming in. I appreciate you. I just need that validation real fast.
Absolutely.
All right, see you at the Grammys, love.
Phil.
Hotep and motherfucking Bill. Try to tell y'all, man, like, stories, man, stories. Was she there? I should have asked her to tell the Tariq Nasheed story. We had beef with Tariq Nasheed, and that shit spilled over into the timeline. That shit was crazy. Let's talk to Goldstein. Let's see what Goldstein's take is. Retro Neon said, what's up, HJ? What up, Retro Neon? Appreciate you. Shout out to the Rumblers rumbling. Hit the likey button. Hit the like button ASAP, please. I'm supposed to tell you how to do that. Hit it. Hit it.
Call from
Murphy's Law Rescue.
Goldstein.
What up?
What's good, bro? Happy Hotep Thursday.
Happy Hotep Thursday. So you know what that was, that whole CPUSA shit right there that Lauren just laid out?
What?
Proof positive. You can't take niggas nowhere.
Not even the White House.
Not even the goddamn White House. Can't take niggas nowhere. Man.
Oh, man. And you know the sad part is, I always got caught in the middle of that shit. Like it was my fault. They said, oh, Hotep Jesus sent his goons into the White House. I'm like, I wasn't even there. They just think I'm fucking Pablo Escobar and shit, orchestrating shit. And all I did was what TPUSA told me to do. Sign niggas up.
Right? TPUSA, man.
What's your theory on Candy, man?
Okay. So you remember the gold rush back in the 1800s?
Yeah.
Everybody running out west to try and get a piece of that shit?
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing right here. Everybody running out right to get a piece of the new motherfucking gold rush.
The grift. They're seeing the grift.
They see it. The conservative, whatever the fuck you want to call it nowadays, right-leaning bullshit. It's the new gold rush. Everybody's trying to get in, be the first one in to plant their motherfucking claim and get this shit while it's good right now, because the shit has been lifted. The restrictions in media have been lifted. So,
the restrictions in media have been lifted, correct.
A lot of motherfucking celebrity types like Meek Mill and the rest of these rappers
these motherfuckers are getting told by their publicists and their agents that this is the new shit. This is where you want to land right now.
This is going to be the wave for the next few years.
Yes. The media types, though, they're getting orders to help lay the foundation for these celebrity types to walk on.
What do you mean?
It's kind of
like how? The
like
media
the Stephen
types.
A. Smith.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. He's laying down the red carpet for him.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's getting his orders from up top, like, do this. They are getting recommendations on how to make more money, the celebrities.
I like that. That makes sense. Align yourself this way. This is the way it's going to swing. Okay.
Man, look, when at the very early stages of my Twitter experience, right? Maybe around February or something. I don't know when it was exactly, but Kanye West was wilding and he said what he said and he did what he did, right? I put a tweet out right then and was like, this is the new shit right here. Not what he was saying and who he was saying it about. That wasn't it. But it was the let's tip everything right. That's the new frontier. I said it then. I was like, this is it. Since then, I've seen everybody and their motherfucking mama lean in that direction.
Yep.
Bill Maher, all the rest of them motherfuckers, right? They just all start leaning in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a smart business move if you're Meek Mill's managers and shit, right? Because it's not like you got to really commit to anything. All you have to do in today's climate, the way everything is so polarized and how everybody is so goddamn tribalistic and stupid as fuck, all you have to do is, I watch Candace Owens on TV, and you got a whole motherfucking economy following you now. That's it. That's it.
It's to me, it's just weird because everybody talks shit about hip hop and black people. Niggas say one thing, now everybody just drop all of that shit and go, oh, all praise be the woke rap, the red pill rapper.
Yeah, that motherfucking quick. Never mind the fact that this has been, I don't know, probably for the last maybe 3 to 4 years, like on overdrive, this has been a coordinated effort.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just completely overlook that.
Yeah.
The most glaring goddamn example of how motherfuckers are going to get fucked in their ass later on down the line. Pause. Right? Let's just overlook that. Let's just follow the motherfucking Pied Pipers as they come out and start playing their little tunes straight the fuck off the cliff again and again and again and a motherfucking again.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say about all of that. I just know that the more people lean right, the more it is incumbent upon more sober-minded individuals to lean back the other direction in order to keep a proper balance.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to be leftist. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you have to fucking be a counterbalance to this bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. I've sort of positioned myself in that role where like, nah, y'all niggas is getting a little too out of control. But again, that's the balance of power. Balance of power dynamic at work.
Now listen, I know you're in the fucking tech industry. I know you know tech people, right? I was thinking about this shit this morning. Run this shit by you real quick. I'm gonna keep it real brief, so it's gonna be pretty bare bones, motherfucking
it's a concept
idea. But I'm sure that you could flesh it out if you see it as interesting.
Okay.
So we have a Twitter, you know, and Twitter has its thing. It does its thing. It's been doing its thing for a while. even after Elon took over, it's still pretty much the same animal. There are some nuances that have changed about it, but basically it's the same shit. But what if you had a motherfucking Twitter? A Twitter-like service, right?
Mm-hmm.
That almost, I'm not even gonna say almost, that actually forced motherfuckers to have to engage in ideas that run contrary to theirs.
Mm.
And the reason why I fucking thought of this is because of that shit I mentioned yesterday with Matt Walsh, where he was talking about whites abolished slavery. They were his words.
Yeah.
Whites were the first to abolish slavery, which is false.
Mm.
And then he had the nerve to jump on there later, quote tweet that shit and say no one has fucking challenged this, or they're mad, but no one's really proven me wrong here. And I and a number of other individuals put actual evidence that he will not engage with because he knows he's wrong. But what if there was some type of mechanism within Twitter that forced his ass to have to engage with it, or they fucking zapped his account?
Look at it, nigga. Look at it.
Like you have to, it's like a mandatory 5 responses that you have to do on every tweet. And the algorithm is set to where it picks the best motherfucking counter to your idea.
You know, the thing is this, the people that matter see, the people that matter don't. And like if you look at some of the prominent individuals that follow me, right? Like people in all types of walks of life. I don't want to say because I don't like blowing people's spots up, but they see. People in positions of power, they see, okay? So where you might see success amongst the hoi polloi, other people will have different types of success that you won't see. You'll see there'll be wins in the background. So, you know, Matt Walsh's career of whatever he is trying to do is going to be perceived as what it is, you know, a master grifter. And his name will be forgotten in the history books, whereas people who do important work, those names will be remembered. And not everybody got traction during that time, you know? So a guy like Matt Walsh, he's going to be gone and forgotten. He doesn't put out anything important.
He doesn't. Because goddamn. And the only reason he gets away with it is because he's not forced to actually have to confront that shit when he says dumbass, untruthful shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, you could take Reddit's upvote system and you can upvote the best motherfucking comments that counter whatever the fuck they're saying, and he has to respond to those fucking the best 5.
So there's a better mechanism, right, that actually exists. They sponsor HotepCon 2 years in a row, which is Twitch, right? And Twitch, I think they have the best social network concept around. You got to pay for everything. It's in crypto, but you got to pay for everything. You want to hit a like button, that's going to cost you a penny. You want to hit repost, that's going to cost you. You want to reply, that's going to cost you. You want to post, that's going to cost you. And then there's like some sharing. Like if somebody, you know, hits like, you get a piece of that too, right? But you notice that on Twitch, you don't get that Matt Walsh shit. Because money, when people got to put up money, they're not going to spend money on some shit they know is a grift. It's funny how like in one issue, it's get paid to play. That's Twitter. The other one is pay to play, and that's Twitch. And the communities look completely different. The one where you got to pay to play, very mature, low trolling. Where you get paid, high amounts of trolling, low quality content. I think everybody should pay to talk shit online. Yeah. Because then you know when somebody, put something underneath his profile, they actually thought about it because they paid for it. And then in that case, that would be more likely to make him put out better content and pay attention to the truth.
It's true.
It's a roundabout way.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, man, something needs to happen because these motherfuckers are out of control, bro. This false information ass shit. Like, come on, man. Come on. False information. Verifiably false. Like, within the context of his own goddamn tweet, he proved it was false because he said slavery is not something whites invented. Whites are not the only ones who engaged in it, but whites were the first to abolish it. And just within the context of your own goddamn tweet, you prove yourself wrong because if it's something that you guys didn't invent or practiced solely, then other people had to have abolished it as well.
Yeah, but he doesn't tweet for accuracy. He tweets to troll. He tweets for engagement. He's an engagement farmer. He's not tweeting for accuracy. He's just tweeting to piss people off.
Yeah, 2.7 million followers.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It works.
I just know if I embrace the dark side like that, I'd have Matt Walsh's followers count by the end of this motherfucking next month.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was talking to somebody about the whole Monique interview, right? And they were talking about, the difference between Monique and, let's say, an Oprah. And I was telling them, like, there's a certain compromise you have to make, and then the system will elevate you. There's a certain algorithm in society or inside these systems. Whereas if you're Oprah and you stay silent on certain things and you don't do certain things, and then you can, the world is your oyster. But where you want to expose a Harvey Weinstein, that's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? No. And people who are righteous don't get that huge push. You just don't see that. And then I love what she said, Monique said. She says, when you're quiet, you're basically enabling evil things to happen, right? And that's why, people like myself don't fit into that box where I'm a clever guy. I could grift just like the rest of these motherfucking engagement farm. The difference is I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. They would. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how they sleep at night, but I think it's the way they look at life is much different than how we look at life. Their point of view is following the 5% movement is basically they like, look, these people are going to be manipulated anyway, and they're dumb and they're stupid. I might as well cash in, right? So it's a very selfish outlook, whereas I'm looking at it like, I guess from my heart. So it's not even like a thought for me. It's just like I can't manipulate people for my own selfish gain. That's kind of like weird, So we just built different. Real niggas is just built different. It just is what it is.
That's it. That's the real woke right there.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could look at, mainstream success, but you see Eddie Griffin. He's underground, so to speak. He still got tours. Cat Williams still got tours. Monique's still doing well. Hotep Jesus still doing well. We just get ours a different way, And
that's true.
I just, it just is what it is, But there's a certain compromise, and when you compromise your soul, is gone to the devil. And I'm just happy to have my soul. I just think about it like I get to spend time with my family, right? Like I feel like every generation got to figure out how to spend more time with their family. So both my parents worked a lot, didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time with me. I don't make as much as my parents did. However, I get to spend way more time with my kids than they did with me. So like what's really important in life? To me, it's the fact that I get to do something that people love and fucking spend time with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's most important to me. Fucking if I had to take one of these jobs at one of these networks or whatever, I wouldn't do it for long. I'd do it for like a year because I'm just like, I want to spend time with my boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, some of us look at life like that. And, you know, I'm happy for everything that we have. I think what I get off on is the fact that they always jacking us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We do something, they do it. We come up with a term, they use it. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. So like, we you know, we have this cultural power within the verse, and we don't need their recognition. We don't need their cosign or anything like that, because they give it to us when they steal our shit. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is people see this shit, right? So for example, like this dude called Mega, he got this tweet. He said, Hotep Jesus mentioned this a few months ago, and that's when I was trying to figure out what happened. You know, when's the false flag coming? This person said during the Super Bowl. And he said, Hotep Jesus mentioned this a few months ago. Now, I'm not saying this person jacked me, but, you know, we tend to be ahead. So that's why I say when people come into Hotep, they usually stay because they realize, wait, we're getting it real for real, and everybody else is feeding us bullshit. So, you know, legacy gonna fall off and the real gonna rise. So eventually all these people go and work for us at the end of the day. So
this is true. Hey, you ever read that book, The Tipping Point?
Nah.
Malcolm Gladwell?
Heard of it, never watched it.
That's a great motherfucking book. If you ever get a chance to read it, it talks about how there's like 5 stages. Law of diffusion of innovation, that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You got the innovators, the early adopters, and on and on and on.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
I like being on the innovators side of that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are laggards. Most people are laggards. They catch on late, and that's the people you usually see like riding bandwagons. And in the Hoteps, we're like innovators. We're in the beginning part of that thing where you don't have the huge audience, but you sort of create the next wave. And the people that matter, the early adopters, they see the inventors, and the early adopters are like the beginning of that wave into the laggards. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that. We use that in marketing and business dev. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I love being the inventor. You know what I'm saying? Because the real for real gonna know who we are. I mean, like, at the end of the day, right? Like, if I sent InfoWars an email, they wouldn't put me on. But the big dog calls me up. Joe Rogan, that's a direct contact. Tim Pool, direct contact. Who the other one? Greg Gutfeld, that's direct contact. It wasn't through Fox or some PR. Like, bosses. So that's why I said, like, the bosses watch and they see what people are doing. So like why some people are on and some people aren't, it's very it's very apparent. And the bosses see it and they make things happen. I got some people at networks that are pulling strings from me behind the scenes for various projects like menofwater.com, and they all got my back. Anytime I want to make a call, I can make calls. So, you know, and that's why it's like you could build a whole million audience, but none of those people are worth any goddamn thing. And you can build a small audience, but all those people are somebody. That's kind of like the audience we got over here.
What's up? What's up? You don't want to be like Patrick Bet-David talking about you fucking discovered the 5% theology.
They didn't say that.
Hey, this motherfucker got a video out talking about what do you think of this concept to his little followers, where some broad is breaking it down, where there's only 5% of the people who are actually trying to help the other 90, but 10% is trying to fucking stop them. It's the whole shit, bro.
Nah, he didn't say
It's
that.
on
Stop
Twitter.
playing.
It's on Twitter. Just watch it. It's like 9 minutes. Watch the shit, but you're going to be like, this nigga done jacked Clarence X.
He didn't jack Clarence X, dog. No way. No way he did that.
He did that.
Oh, come on. Yo, these niggas can't come up with nothing on their own. That's old.
Nothing.
That's old shit.
Old as fuck, bro.
He didn't even change the numbers.
Talking...
He could have at least said 3% or something.
Man, hey, nigga, you should see how many. You should. You should see how many white folks is in the comments of that tweet talking about I'm part of the 5%.
It
that shit had me dying.
It says somebody quoted him here. It says 1% of the population controls the world. 4% of the population are their puppets. 90% of the population is the zombies. 5% are trying to wake up the zombies. The 1% make sure that 4% stops the 5% from waking up to 90%. They got the percentages off a little bit here, but the premise is still the same. Yeah, he jacked the really old. Yeah.
The 5%ers. If them fools only knew in the comment section. Because I'm pretty sure he does. He's a pretty smart dude and he's pretty well read. But he's sure spouting that shit off like he done discovered this lady who done discovered the formula to success looking ass motherfucker.
Grift is gone Griff.
Yeah. I'm going to let you get back to it though, bro.
Yo, appreciate you, man. Hotep and Bill.
Yeah. Hotep and Bill.
Okay, so here are the correct percentages. Even Wiki got this. So Wiki says right here, this is the correct percentages. 85% of the world's population are described as uncivilized people, poison animal eaters, slaves from mental death and power. So basically the zombies, right? Then it says 10% of the world's population are described as the rich, the slave makers of the poor, right? So this is the grifters, the evil side of the grift. And then 5%, aka, and this is they used to say the poor righteous teachers.
Call from
Rudy the vet.
Rudy, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Good.
Great show as always, man. Great show as always, man.
Thanks, man.
Hey, with the Meek Mill shit, man. You know what? You know it drives me up the wall, man. Is like you got these so-called conservative voices, the wrong ones with the microphone that we complain about every day, that sat there for years talking about don't idol worship, man. Fuck Hollywood.
Yeah.
But the minute somebody swings, you know what I'm saying? It's, oh my God, he's great. I can't, man. Goddamn, that shit drives me up the fucking wall, dude. You know what? It drives me up the wall, man.
Yeah,
because
they celebrate like something great happened. I'm like you said, I thought y'all don't believe in these idols.
Bro, I wish I knew how to make memes, man. You remember in A Bronx Tale when the little kid starts bitching about Mickey Mantle and the mafia boss looks at him and is like, man, Mickey Mantle made $100,000 a year last year. You think he gives a shit about you or your father? And the kid was like, I never looked at Mickey Mantle the same again. I would put that meme out, man. Like Meek Mill don't care about nobody, man. He don't care about nobody but Meek Mill, man. And with the Stephen A. shit, like I think everybody's got the wrong take on that, man. He is a Disney employee, first of all. So you see how he was bitching about everything that's going on right now, but then instantly was like, Trump's going to start a civil war if he gets back in. All he's doing is they've unleashed him to start letting these Dems go out there and smash Biden to try to replace him at the convention, man. That's all he's out there doing. He's not talking about let's go with Trump, or he's not throwing any of that in the wind. He's the beginning of, you know, this rhetoric's gonna pick up. And by the time that convention rolls around this summer, the delegates are gonna pluck Joe out and install somebody else, man. Because you really can't put that guy up, man. If you listen to that speech the other day when his bullshit border bill got shot down, if you watch that whole, man, that dude don't even know where he's at, brother. Don't even know where he's at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But great show as always, man. Listen, man, when Goldstein runs the world, which he's got my vote, every cat on the planet will purr in unison. That's all. Every cat in the planet will purr on unison. I do got one question for you though, bro.
Yeah.
I know you fought with wasted talent, dude, right?
Yeah.
Is he coming to the Grifties?
I don't know.
Man, I hope so, man. That's my dog, dude. That's the only Raider YouTuber I follow religiously, man.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, yeah, I mean, I'm a diehard Raiders fan. He's a diehard Raiders fan, so.
Yeah.
And I know I seen him on your show a couple of years ago. I remember he filled in one for on the HPTY when Hunt was calling.
Word.
So every time I go on, I throw a little. When he's on, I try to throw him a little $5 here and there because I'd rather pay for some. You know, like you said with the twets, you got to pay to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every now and then I pay to say something to support you, support HPTY, support Wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But every time I put Hotep and Bill, he starts laughing. He's like, Rudy the Vet, oh, Hotep and Bill. Like, I'll say a Raider comment and then be like, Hotep and Bill, he'll start laughing, dude. So.
Yeah, I got to say, he's Man of Order, so and we sponsoring, so he might
be
there.
That dude. I like dude, man. I like dude's content. I like his content, dude. He's all right, man.
Yeah, he's got great content.
But, yeah, I mean, plus he's a Raiders fan, man. I fuck with Raiders fans, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's an instant bonding, man. But that's it, man. I'm ready for the Grifties, man. I'm ready for the Grifties,
we almost
dude.
there. It's around the corner.
We almost there, man. We almost there, man. Somebody try to bring some better fire than I'm bringing, because I'm bringing fire. Let's have a competition. Let's have a competition. Let's put them all in the air and have a competition. Because I'm melting faces at the Grifties, man.
Oh, man.
Hotep and Bill, my brother. Hotep and Bill, man. I'll see you soon.
All right, see you soon, man. Go ahead, Jonah. I just now seen that, Jonah. Y'all keep tagging me in this shit. I want to just show you something. I'm gonna show y'all this shit. Look at this. Watch this. I'm gonna go to my notifications. And I'm gonna show you desperation. I'm gonna show you what desperation looks like. I would have had the tweet pulled up, but it won't view like this.
Call from
Jonah.
Jonah, what up, man?
Nothing. His name is Kami Kirk with 3 Ks. K-O and then K-I-R-K. Kami Kirk. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong.
Hey, maybe you're right, man.
Now, Katanji was killing it in court today.
You said she what?
She was killing it in court today.
Was she?
Yeah, the Colorado thing. She outright. No, see, I've been saying this the whole fucking time. That fucking 14th Amendment does not list the fucking co-equal branch of the president, so it does not fucking apply. But she outright asked them. They're like, I don't see the word president here. You think Congress didn't think they had the president, but they added vice president? So that was pretty good. Now, can I get you to go to the DMs? And I'm going to say, fuck Meek Mill, fuck Jay-Z, but I need you to go to DMs.
All right, hold on. Update. Meek Mill canceled a Trump meeting on gun reform, but not because of Jay-Z. This the one, right?
Yeah, straight up because of Jay-Z, because if they say not because of Jay-Z, you know they're admitting it's straight up Jay-Z. But, so it got out. Now, it was actually prison reform, too. It's a bad article. This motherfucker had a meeting set with the president and a bunch of other people, and he canceled because Jay-Z told him not to go. So whatever else he has to say, fuck him.
Though TMZ reported that the cancellation was prompted by a phone call from Jay-Z warning him that the meeting would be problematic, Mill's reps have confirmed to Vulture that Mill made the decision on his own. I'm going to go with what TMZ said. TMZ usually is really accurate with the dirt.
Yeah, and you know when you have to come out and say it wasn't because of something, you know, it's like that's straight up admitting that that's the reason, right?
Yeah, usually they say, you know, these people either failed to comment or decided not to make a comment.
Yeah. But when you come and you read that fucking so this was like right after he got out of the prison too or whatever, and you read that comment, that's like what they call it there, damage control, or whatever those are. You have those special people.
Yeah.
So fuck him, fuck Jay-Z, both of them, right?
Damn. Tell me how you feel.
When you can sit down with the president, like not that he actually has the power to do anything, but at least have the appearance that he does, right?
Right.
So yeah, I just had to call on that one because don't let them forget that one, right? You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z thought it wasn't good for Meek Mill to go and sit with the president because he's Republican or whatever, right? That's all that fucking magic they're playing, but and Meek Mill's just a hoe because he got his, he probably got a call and he's like, oh, do you want a fucking guest spot or whatever, feature?
Mm-hmm.
Better not fucking show up, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you put any faith into these fucking celebrities, they're fucking scumbags. They've all sold their soul. If you look at the SAG-AFTRA, right, the Screen Actors Guild, they use Janice as their fucking their logo.
Mm-hmm.
So they've all sold their soul. But I just needed to get that one off today. Other than that, call me Kirk, 3Ks.
All right, salute, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
I get one more caller in here. Dre said he got to run. All right, Dre. Dre said he got to run. Jabari Judah said if MIA read. Oh no, I read that one. Jabari said those are the same Karens that petitioned National Realtors Association to change master bedroom to primary bedroom. Real racist bimbos. Did they do that for real? It's not called a master bedroom no more? That's kind of wild. Retro Neon, AHJ, Hotep TV about to turn into Hotep Network with Adam Goldstein and Strong Dash Show and Adam Sports Show with me and Jabari. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. I only got one ask. Be fucking consistent. Don't take days off. You better be fucking dying if you take days off. Be consistent. That's my one thing. I got people that I used to work with that I don't work with anymore, or people I ignore that just are inconsistent. I hate people who like come around, they do great work for like 3 months and then they disappear for 3 months, and then they come back around, do great work for 3 months and they disappear for 3 months. It creeps me out. It makes me feel like you're a fed. But I just, I hate inconsistency. Be fucking consistent. One of my pet peeves. So if you're gonna do it and always do it. Same time, same place. Like Uncle Hotep, I've given up trying to keep up with his show on Sunday. He changes the times, and it's just like, I'm not going to be running around trying to figure out what time this nigga is on. I'll catch that nigga when I catch that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pet peeve is consistency. I need what I need at that time, on time. If it's not there, then I'm just not going to fucking look for it, So, you see this on your screen. And then this individual here is looking for a soundbite, a tweet, something they can use to leverage my name off of for them. And as you can see there, they say times are tough. So, I wanted to show this to you guys for a couple of reasons. One, to show you what desperation looks like. Two, to show you that, well, people are grifters and they're clout chasers. And unfortunately, they make a living off of drama, having beef with people and stirring the pot. And I don't do that. I don't do drama. I don't do the back and forths on Twitter. I saw you in the real world. You were shook. And I was that. And then I left it alone. I used you. And kept it moving. I used you for a moment and kept it moving. Leave me alone. You have me blocked. Just leave me alone. Stop looking for the soundbite. Stop looking for the soundbite. Stop reaching. People like they really reach to me for relevancy. Just go mind your business and do you. I'm doing me. I'm over here in the cut. We don't mention your name. But this is what grifters do. I just wanted to show y'all what grifters do, right? So hopefully y'all can stop tagging me in a tweet, expecting me to respond. I'm not going to respond. I don't do that. Okay? I'm a fucking adult. Shout out to 40 and up Twitter. You know, I'm not going to be online going back and forth with no 20-year-old. They're going to whoop my ass every single time. They're 20 years old, you know, and I don't have the patience for it at all. But yeah, she just wants some HJ. No, thank you. That's a huge no, thank you. Huge no, thank you. Yeah, he streams on Sunday. I just don't know what time. At one point, it was like 8, and then it was 6, and then it was 3 p.m., and it's just whenever he feels like, and it's just like, all right. Whatever. Anybody could pull up to the Grifties. You get a ticket. They ain't got a ticket. They getting booted.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Word is born, yo. Like, if that individual comes, this individual comes to the Grifties, they got to purchase a ticket. They purchase a ticket, they can send out to everybody else. But they ain't purchased a ticket, you got to go. Ain't on my VIP list. They ain't one of my comps. You know? Today is Hotep Thursday. We're going to be back live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time with your boy, Uncle Hotep. Have a good time. We got a lot to cover. Of course, nerdnash.com. The Black Twitter Report, sponsored by nerdnash.com. See what he got cooked up for us to talk about tonight. It's going to be interesting. I'm about to go hit the gym. Get my boys in there, get them right. And then I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. for the Grift Report. See what we got for it then. Till then, be well, stay merry. Tell somebody in your family you love them. And of course, Hotep and Bill.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan,